This is Jim Szymanski, Communications Director for the Washington Retail Association, and I'm here today with Dale Peinecke, Commissioner of the Employment Security Department for the state of Washington. And we're here in part to talk about a new website that we cooperated with ESD on here in the past several months to not only list retail job openings for employers, but also for people looking for a career in retail to scour the opportunities across the state. Dale, thanks very much for being here. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, Jim. Happy to do it.
Let's start out just talking about ESD, employment security, a little bit, and the range of services you provide.
So employment security is a major partner in the state's WorkSource system, 60 some odd work sources and WorkSourceWA.com across the state. We are engaged in closing skills gaps for employers. We're engaged in labor exchange, helping employers and workers find the right match and advance their careers and their businesses. We support people in transition, so workers in transition, with unemployment insurance, with trade assistance, with workforce innovation money, with retraining money, to ensure that they can develop the skills to move on to the next steps in their careers. We provide the labor market data for the state and for the federal government around jobs that are growing and jobs that are shrinking, and what sort of opportunities are emerging in the state of Washington. And lately, in terms of trying to keep people employed and help them not to have to make a choice between caring for their family and going to work, we're standing up the state's new paid family medical leave program, the 5th in the nation, and what we think will be the best in the nation.
Now, I mentioned early on here on the website, and I'm curious, typically, how many job openings are listed in total on that website?
If you went to WorkSourceWA.com today, you'd find about 150,000 jobs listed for the state of Washington. But I think it's bigger than that, Jim, because every night we connect with the National Labor Exchange. We scrape and scour jobs off the National Labor Exchange from across the country. What that means to employers and what it means to retail employers is you really have access to labor to workers both in the state of Washington and across the country. And most recently, in conjunction with the National Labor Exchange, we've been able to come to an agreement on a deal with LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is also part of this network.
Now, one thing that might help viewers here, particularly job seekers, is do you have a sense for what percentage of people who actually visit you make a connection and actually wind up following through and getting a job?
Absolutely, Jim. We track outcomes. We're keenly interested in people getting jobs, and we find that people who use our system and services we're successful about 70% of the time in getting people a job or getting people a better job, and that's year in and year out.
Now, we partnered in the past several months to create what your staff calls a microsite, a retail specialized microsite. I'm curious about what motivated you to partner with the retail industry in particular.
When we look at jobs in the state of Washington, there are some. We talk about manufacturing, and we talk about healthcare, and we talk about life sciences, right, and sort of all of those glitzy new industries. But as we look across the cross-section of jobs that are available in the state of Washington, retail, hospitality, education are all big components in that. Retail jobs, 400,000 retail jobs, 10%, maybe 12% of jobs are retail jobs. And, you know, Jim, you hear from the Retail Association, these are good jobs, many good jobs, many career paths. This is a big deal. And so we started to reach out to sectors. Retail was one of the important sectors, and say, hey, how could we help you as employers fill your needs and grow your retail businesses that are extremely important to the state of Washington's economy?
Now, we'll put away on the video for people to find that site, but could you just give us a quick walkthrough on what some of the features of that site are?
Sure. The idea behind the microsite, right, is on WorkSourceWA.com. You can go search any industry. You can search for any kind of job. You can search for any sort of employers. The idea behind the retail microsite is to really focus in on retail. So if I'm interested in retail, I can go look at the microsite and explore what retail careers look like, what my career progression looks like, what my opportunities might look like, and then I can explore what sort of jobs exist, what they pay, where they're at, and ultimately make a connection with a retailer, with a retail job opportunity, and understand what I might want to do to continue to develop my skills to be more valuable and advance my career in retail.
Now, we're talking about a website here, and I'm curious about how employment security's, I guess, method of operation has changed because of changing technology. It used to be that people perceived you, I presume, as a business, so to speak, with offices all over the place. But really, things are changing now. Offices are all over in people's living rooms now because they have the internet. How has technology changed the way you do business?
Well, I think that's a pretty exciting question, and we could talk about that for the next for the next hour. We learn a lot from the retail market on how to serve people, right? And you know, and we know that people have moved from bricks and mortar stores and and spending all their time shopping in malls to spending some of their time, right, shopping online. And delivery methods have changed and technology's changed, and we all carry, many of us carry smartphones, and we like to do a lot of things on that. So several years ago, we said traditionally we'd been a bricks and mortar kind of an outfit, and that we needed to move into the technology realm, right, where both businesses and job seekers could access us in the normal way, in the normal and new ways that they like to access us. Big deal. So we went out and talked to businesses, we went out and talked to job seekers, and we eventually formed a partnership with Monster Government Solutions because we wanted state-of-the-art technology for labor exchange for our employers and job seekers, and that's what we put in place. So I think I would continue on that discussion, Jim, by saying that really people have different preferences and they have different needs. And there are a whole lot of people who want to start in their living room and they want to go online and they want to explore online. And many of them like to complete the transaction online, and that's all well and good. What we offer, though, in the WorkSource system that I think is unique is we call it bricks with the clicks. So you can start with the clicks on your device. You can learn, you can explore. Then when you need further help in developing your opportunities, developing your training opportunities, developing your resume, building your network, you can take advantage of our professionals in the WorkSource centers, right, to build out on that. So what we're offering is a breadth of clicks and bricks that really help employers and job seekers get what they want.
Well, yeah, your point leads me to the next question, and that has to do with how much online competition there is out there now. There are so many job-seeking sites on the internet; it's unbelievable. And that's, I think you've actually answered the question. That's how do you distinguish yourself with that much clutter around you?
Yeah, I mean, the labor exchange. The market for labor exchange is really a fragmented market, right? And there are lots of people engaged in this market in many different ways. But to reiterate what I talked before about clicks and bricks, we differentiate in the sense that not only can you start online and do the match, not only do you have monster technology that brings artificial intelligence and job matching like all of the other premier websites, but you can move from the website to the office to get personalized service for what you need.
Now, just to wrap up, what's the best way for people to find out more about WorkSource and the services such as this that you have to offer?
Well, first of all, start at www.worksourcewa.com and I suggest starting by signing up for an account. And many people are facile on the internet, and go start exploring, see what you can discover, and then go to your local WorkSource and do a little exploring there, and learn more about what we can offer. And whether you're looking for a job or whether you're looking to advance your career, come and talk to us. We'll give you a hand with that.
Thanks very much, Dale. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome.
Good to be with you today.